John on True, and welcome to my Let's Play of Star Trek Online on the PS4. I am the Rigby82, and this is part 90 of my Romulan Republic Federation Aligned Tactical Officer. We're about to undertake the next mission in the future-proof story arc, the mission Stormbound. Actually get the words out. And we're going to go and try to find out exactly what the Tholian Assembly are trying to do with the Tox Uthat. The assistance of Kal Dano, we're going to try to stop them using the Tox Uthat on the call system, and here we are. So I'm going to help the mission, and then we'll get the show on the road.
The Tox Uthat has fallen into the hands of the Tholians. Our intelligence indicates increased Tholian activity in the Nakul system. Kal Dano believes they're trying to interfere with the Nakul in the present because of actions they will take in the future. Kal Dano has asked you to rendezvous with him in the Nakul system.
Wow.
Greetings.
So let's accept, and let's begin the mission Stormbound.
Good to see you again. Thank you for responding to my message so quickly. The Tholians have the quantum phase inhibitor. I've tracked their ship to this system, and I'm detecting some telltale quantum fluctuations within the star. They're trying to use the device. We need to stop them and recover it. First, however, we need to help the Nakul. At this point in their history, they're not prepared to repel a Tholian attack.
Agreed. Set a course for the lead Tholian vessel. The Nakul are hailing us, sir. Shall I put them on the main view screen? On screen.
Unidentified vessel. You have entered our space without authorization. If you are an ally of the Tholians, leave now. We have done nothing to provoke their attacks, but we will defend ourselves.
We will render any assistance we can. What do you need?
Thank you. My people have few warships. Any assistance you could provide against the Tholians would be appreciated.
Consider it done. Yes, they stole a device from us that interferes with the fusion process in the star.
So this is your fault? Why would you make such a terrible thing? You caused this problem. I expect you to fix it, or we will hold you and your people responsible for the consequences.
Kal Dano created the device in the future. The Tholians stole it from him. We're just trying to set things right.
I should have never made that device. I was only focused on the idea, on whether it was possible. I didn't stop to think of all the harm it could do in the wrong hands. We have to stop the Tholians before they shut down the star's fusion. If that happens, the effect on this system will be devastating. The Nakul will lose their home, and life will probably never develop here again.
Helm, laying a course for the star, full impulse.
The lead Tholian ship has the quantum phase inhibitor. They're going to use it on the star. We have to stop them. Board that vessel and get it back.
Okay, okay. I know what I have to do. know where the phaser damage is coming from. Must be from him. We'll try our best, Cal. Yes.
Tox Uthat.
Shit. Well, that's a bit of a piss. The Tholian ship is disabled and the sensors confirm the Tox Uthat is aboard. We can't lock him now. Too much interference. Recommend we send an await into the shuttle or the ship to receive the device. Kal Dano will join us in the shuttle bay and prepare to launch. Wait a second. Before we do that, we're going to need environmental suits. I don't know if I've got any. I think we get given free ones anyway, so. Right, it's almost a shuttle. I'm pretty sure we're going to need some EV suits, but I'm pretty sure we get given some EV suits.
We've docked with a Tholian ship. The good news is that my scans indicate the quantum phase inhibitor is on the bridge. All we need to do is go get it. The bad news is that the Tholians know we're here. They're not going to give up without a fight.
Understood. We're ready.
Tholians come from an environment that is extremely hazardous to most humanoids. You and your team will need environment suits to survive.
Understood. Thanks for the
Don't
reminder.
forget to equip and activate EV suits before you board the Tholian ship.
Right, who's with us? So, Heaven. Satra. Torin, Beryl.
Just as xenophobic and opportunistic in your time as mine.
Yeah, well, I met them back in the 21st century. They're just as bad and nasty as they're.
have to be getting closer to the Tox Uthat. Stay alert.
Tholians are a xenophobic bunch, that's for sure.
The bridge should be just ahead.
Well, it's been an easy sweep and clear mission, that was, wasn't it?
Now we just need to drop that force field, get the quantum phase inhibitor, and get off this ship before the rest of the Tholians get here to stop us.
Drop the field, get the quantum phase inhibitor. Got it.
Finally, we have the quantum phase inhibitor. I brought this device through time to hide it from the Vorgons, but I never thought the Tholians would steal it. Now we need to hide it where it will be safe from both of them. Are you ready? This will be a longer trip than you're used to taking.
Beam us to the shuttle and launched immediately. Get to the ship.
Set a course for the Ryza system.
Ryza, 22nd century.
Ryza, early 22nd century. Even the tourists won't be in this region for a few years yet. No one will be looking for the quantum phase inhibitor here. Not now, anyway. Let's try that cave up ahead. It looks like a good spot.
Acknowledged.
Wow, rain on Ryza. I guess they haven't installed the weather control systems yet.
Guess so. First things first. Rid of these.
We have to hide the device very well. I can't afford to let it fall into the wrong hands again. And the Vorgons are very persistent. No, that's too obvious. Anyone could find it there. That's better, but I still think it will be too easy to find.
Excuse me.
That's it. Someone will find it in a few hundred years, but that's a different story for a different captain. Let's get back to your time. We need to check on the Nakul.
Well, something tells me I'm not going to be too chuffed. I mean, their star just got destroyed, so they're going to be plenty pissed.
We need to get back to the Nakul.
Yeah, different voice actor. They have tendency to do that a lot. So, we have arrived back in the Nakul system. The President Kal Dano has launched his ship. The Tholians are hailing us. Screen.
Return the Tox Uthat, and we will let you live.
We no longer have the device. We've hidden it where you will never find it. Bloody seen a private bloody Tholians.
Meeting! My temporal drive has been damaged!
Captain Walker of the USS Postok. We are responding to a temporal distress call. Do you require assistance?
Yes. We were unable to stop the Tholians, but we were able to retrieve the Tox Uthat and hide it when nobody can find it.
I'm sure that will be a great comfort to our citizens as they freeze to death.
We'll do whatever we can to assist you.
You have done quite enough. Leave us alone. Time travelers and malcontents and Tholians. The whole lot of you can fall into a black hole. Now, go. We have to figure out how to save our people. And then we'll take steps to protect ourselves. Time is a weapon, and it will never be turned against us again.
Let us know if you change your mind and want to help.
This is Captain Benjamin Walker of the USS Postok. I'm responding to an emergency temporal transmission from these space-time coordinates, but we are no longer detecting the source of these transmissions. Did you lose a time traveler?
Yes, Kal Dano's ship was damaged and he fell through a temporal portal.
I think you better come aboard while we resolve this. Prepare for transport.
Been to the Postok. From one temporal vessel to another temporal vessel. Except his temporal vessel was a lot more nicer than mine. I do like the Verne class. Probably be seeing it in my science officer playthrough. My discovery here, I'll be using the Verne. Dex Ex Tempora. Deus Ex Tempora. Captain Walker.
Greetings. It's nice to see you again.
Again, we've never met before.
Not that you remember. We need to scan the continuum for Kal Dano.
Would you care to assist me?
Of course. Oh, we know where he is. He got pushed back to 2152.
Were you able to locate Kal Dano?
His ship is in the 22nd century, but these readings are strange.
Enter the temporal coordinates into the transporter.
Acknowledged. Simon's present. He's dead.
What happened with Kal Dano?
He's dead, and it looks like he's been dead for centuries.
No, this was meant to happen. Kal Dano went further back into the past than you knew. The NX-01 Enterprise, captained by Jonathan Archer, found his ship in the 22nd century, and his chief engineer activated Kal Dano's emergency temporal circuit, which returned the ship to its last known time, this one. But by the time that happened, Kal Dano had been dead for centuries. The Tox Uthat is safe. It was found in the mid-24th century by Captain Jean-Luc Picard, who destroyed it before it could be used to harm others.
And isn't that cool? Isn't there anything we can do for them?
Altering the past causes ripples. The effects move through time, shifting everything they touch, and it may take eons for all of them to be seen. The Nakul will survive, although their homeworld will be lost. They will become time travelers themselves, and their actions in the temporal Cold War shaped the galaxy you now know. There are some things you shouldn't change, that you can't change.
Temporal Cold War?
You could check Captain Archer's old logs for more information, but you will know all about it soon enough. You are entering a dangerous era in history. Time travel like warp drive before it will radically change your society. I'll see you again. We have a lot to do.
Farewell, Captain, and thank you. Are you ready to return to the ship? Yes, I am. I do like those uniforms. The 27th century Federation uniforms, I think, are the best uniforms. Okay, so let's contact command. This is a sad day. We failed to save the Nakul system, and our friend from the future, Kal Dano, is dead. I know you did everything you could. Sometimes, especially when we venture into time travel, things must play out in a certain way. So, at least the timeline has been preserved. Captain Picard can now find the Tox Uthat on the rise in the 24th century. Still, let us mourn for Kal Dano and the Nakul people. Alright.
Greetings.
So that is the end of part 90. When we return in part 91, we'll be doing the next mission in the future
We've been contacted by the Federation from the...
There, that one. We'll be doing the mission Time and Tide, where we get to travel to the 29th century and find out the fruits of our labours that we are endeavouring to do here in the 25th century. Until then, I'm the Big B82. Please subscribe, comments are welcome, and I appreciate any thumbs up as well. And I will see you in part 91, Time and Tide. Until then, Joe on True, and ciao for now.